Sources of history. Sources of history have been broadly classified into two groups: archaeological sources and literary sources. Today we will discuss about archaeological sources. Archaeology is the study of remains of the past. Archaeological sources are direct evidence of the past. The archaeologists collect some archaeological sources from the evidence from the past. They are mainly five types of archaeological sources. These include fossil, monuments, inscription and edicts, artifacts and coins. Now fossils. Fossils are remains of imprints of plants, animals or humans which have been buried and preserved for millions of years in the earth under the earth. These include remains of harder parts like bones, skulls or their imprints which have left a permanent mark on the rocks. Fossils serve as the main evidence about the species which have become extinct, which have not seen in future or in some past. For example, important information about dinosaurs have been derived with the help of fossils. Paleontologists examine the fossil record to understand the process of evolution and the way a particular species have evolved. How a particular species like dinosaur or any other mammals or animal evolved in our past history. Monuments. Ancient buildings and structures are referred to as monuments. Ancient buildings and structures are called the monuments. Temple, mosque, tomb, stupa, place and forts are some monuments of our past. The architectural styles and the material used in these monuments are important source of information for the historians, as these throw light on the life of the people during the age in which they were built. Beside them, the carving and inscription depicts on these monuments also throw significant light on the social, religious, and cultural aspect of the times in which they were constructed. When the monuments were constructed, the inscription of the monuments or drawings on the monument shows the social, religious, and cultural aspects of that time. For example, the railing of Sanchi Stupa tell us about the life of Gautam Buddha. Likewise, the carving on Qutub Minar panel give us important information regarding the early Delhi Sultanate, tells about Delhi Sultanate, and record on the Great Wall of China reveals that it was built by Shri Huang Ti to kept out the traders. Other archaeological sources such as inscription and the coins as well as artifacts derived from monuments are also important source of information for the historians. It, that all are also act as an important source of information for the historians. For example, excavation carried out in Pompeii under Berber King Charles III in 1748 to dig art object in order to add to the king's collection. They want to add the all the digging things in the king's collection reveal significant information about the inhabitants who were buried due to the volcanic eruption in Mount Vesuvius in about 7 AD, Anno Domini. More facts were revealed later on with the discovery of several buildings like amphitheaters, temples, hotels, godowns, etc., and even the remains of the buried people. Inscriptions and edicts. Inscriptions refers to the written record that were engraved on the walls of the caves, temples, rock, pillars, and clay or copper tablets. The inscription referred to the written record that was engraved on the walls of copper plates, pillars, rocks, and temples. Inscriptions are an important source of information about the language of people. Inscriptions tell about the language of the people of that time, name of rulers, their military achievements, the time period in which they ruled, as well as the socio religious and other aspects of life of the common peoples. Many royal inscriptions have been found in different parts of the world. Other types of inscription also find in other parts of the world, many other parts of the world. The inscription of Allahabad pillar reveals the military conquest of the Samudragupta. Much knowledge regarding Ashoka's reign had been derived from inscriptions. A large number of inscriptions were put up by Emperor Ashoka in different parts of the empire. They also revealed that Ashoka referred to himself as beloved of God and King Priyadarshi. Epigraphy is the study of inscription. The study of inscription is called epigraphy. Edicts are written on carved records to formal public commands or announcement which were issued by the king. The announcement which were issued by the king has been written on the carved records of formal public commands. These were made to inform the people. The announcement which were made by the king is to inform for the people. Ashoka's edicts on pillars reveal important information regarding the extent of the empire. Artifacts. Artifacts refer to the man-made objects which were created by the people of the early civilization. These objects include jewelry, textiles, pottery, seal, toy, tool, weapon, etc. Painting on the cave walls and stone carving also forms a part of artifact. They also forms a art of a artifact. Artifacts reveal valuable information about prehistoric as well as historic times. Coins. Coins too are an important source of information. They have been using in fixing the chronology of various dynasty. The economic condition of an empire could be easily ascertained from the kinds of coin used during the time. Apart from these, the metal or alloy used in minting coins gives us an idea about the scientific advancement and minting technology during that time, how they made the coins. Numismatic refer to the study of coins. The study of coins is known as numismatic. Important information regarding kings, their rule, period of rule, trade as well as territorial extent have been revealed greatly by coins. Sometimes they also give important clue about art, religion and personal taste of the king. So student, that's all for today's class. Literature source will be discussed in our next class.